Hello Mothra, I thought I'd do a little video for you from instructions from my end. So yeah, you see 3 houses quickly. I bring in, I bloody hell, it's actually a lot quicker than I thought it was. So 3 villages on that. Q1 to get the turkey that's here. Bring another one close, make him number 1 and start circling him around. So quite a easy start. The more you do it, the quicker it is. After you've built one house, you pull 2 off on the turkey and let 1 finish making them. And then you keep pumping out villagers, basically. What I do is 6 on food, then 3 on wood, then the rest on food, until you age up. So I'm making circles. Here I can see my ball. I bring this guy back once he's finally finished building the houses. And I've got 6 here, so 3's going over there. Now, I'm looking for the other, not sheep, turkeys, and obviously the boar. If it's boar or whatever it is. Okay, I've found them. Very good. I have 3... Blimey, this is quick. It gets slower, trust me. So, I'm occasionally dropping off food, just to be able to create villages quicker. I've got 2 on here now. However, because I wasn't going to get food quick enough, I went to loom instead. And then I will make my 3rd villager after loom. You can see up there, up top left. Okay, so now it's just about making villagers for food any way possible. So he keeps circling. I'm looking for my boar. I know one's there, but I'm trying to find the other one. And there it is. So this... I don't know how far I'm going to go in this game. I think I might just show you Fast Castle. And then leave it at that, because I do end up resigning this game, because I get pissed off. Because my mid-game isn't that strong yet. But my early game is. So yeah, we're just bringing the first boar in here. Keep making villages, making sure I set the gather point on whatever I want them to start harvesting. So bring him in, drop that there, make sure drop the food off, and then attack the boar. And then I bring this other one in here, ready for other villagers to gather. Now, yeah, as I said, this is very quick. This just comes with practice. The more you do it, the quicker you'll be able to do it. It becomes kind of like muscle memory. And just drink some water. So yeah, they're still chopping wood. That's all good. And I try to go for boar, get the boars out early now. And go to berries as late as possible, because I think berry gathering is slower than from food. I think from animals. So I've sent my scout off to find the enemy base now. And after that, I think I'll just click him on randomly explore. So I put another house there because I see I'm running low. And I'm going to need more. So yeah, food is still gathering. The boar's running low. That's why I will start sending... Oh, I actually did not notice that this happened. I didn't... Oh no, I did. And I just stopped it from happening. Wow, yeah, I forgot about that. Also, apparently I lured a boar. Sorry, I was so focused on that there that I didn't notice that was happening. But yeah, I lured a boar apparently. Yep, let's stop chopping, that's good. I'm getting closer to the 500 that I needed, and it does very quickly come in then. So, start on farms. I think I start with 2 farms or 1 farm. Because farms are good, and I can afford it right now. So yeah, drop the food off, go on the turkey, get these last guys on here. I see starting to go low on the boar. Well, actually, I don't. Oh yeah, now I think I noticed. So I wait for them to finish and then immediately pull those guys off berries. And then I think a couple of these guys, 1 farm and another farm, and the rest on turkeys. So I actually mess up in a moment when I go to feudal. Something I would usually do that I don't do in this game, which I completely forgot about. And you'll see in a moment. So now I'm on 500. I can age up. cancel that village. Now, what usually I would do is as soon as these guys are done, which usually happens just after I click up Feudal Age, I would send them over to wood. However, whoopsie, I forget that for a moment. Takes me a moment to realise. Try to build another house. Took me a couple of attempts. So these guys, yeah, I bring them down, completely forgetting what I actually do with them. Because you need wood when you age up, because you're going to make a lot of buildings. So now I realise, whoopsie, that's what I usually do. I think it costs me maybe a couple of seconds to get to Castle Age. Actually, I didn't check. We'll see up here, this is 0.7 speed, but we'll see what in-game time I get to Castle Age with. Yeah, so he's scouted everything, that's all good. I'll keep an eye on him. Yeah, so I know where the enemy base is. I think where I placed my castle was silly, and eventually if we show that, I'm not sure if I... Actually, yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just do this early bit. But yeah, I know what I need to practice a bit more, which is funny enough, the first time I tried Fast Castle today, just practicing with Berbers, I did it really quickly. So I think it's Civ dependent as well, and I think I was just a little bit slower and a little less, probably just a bit more tired. So now we've aged up Feudal, I've queued up Villages, and Horse Collar, and obviously Bitsaw, or whatever it's called, are being researched. Those are the first two things I do. I make sure there's 3 villages coming out, and I get Bit Axe and that thing out, so that my farms will have more stuff. Now, I've got 9 on wood, 11 on food. I make a few more villages for food, and then I put a bunch on gold in a minute. 4 on gold. Pretty much you want that straight away. I had to fiddle around a bit here because I messed up a little bit. But yeah, 4 on gold instantly, because you want to get to 200 gold as quick as possible. So yeah, they're still getting berries here, that's alright. Dropping off, occasionally putting ones off here to do farms whenever I can afford it. So you see that Feudal Age time came very quickly. I think that was like 10-minute in-game time, something like that. Cool, I have another one on wood here. I think I pulled him off at some point. There's also another guy that's behind here soon, which I only noticed later on. I don't know if I noticed that in the bit before Castle Age. At some point I also built another house. Or did I? I don't know, you'll probably be able to see that. Oh no, that's just that one and that one up there. Cool. So yeah, I think now I start getting my 2 buildings ready. Well, the first of the 2 buildings ready that I need to age up. So get the smithy out. I panicked for a moment thinking, ooh, is that attack? And I think I double check what my position is. Another thing that slows me down, and you can see that I think it happens just as I go up to castle. I get rushed, and I think that stopped me a bit. So I'll probably have to adjust, but this should be fine for moderate. I get housed, something that I completely fuck up on. Usually I'd make sure I'm building a house, keeping an eye on that, but it happens. So those 4 guys are getting gold. I've almost got the gold required. I've almost got the food required. So I start putting on stone. Now, usually I don't do this, but I decided to try this out now because I want to get that castle out quickly after going to Castle Age, because that's important. Now, yeah, keep making food. I don't have enough on food here, I think, but I have enough to go up. And yeah, there we go. A couple more. Put those 4 guys on stone. I've got my gold that I need now. It is 15 in-game minutes. Holy moly, I think this is the quickest I do Castle Age. Yep, bam. And then I cancel that last villager. Here we go. Oh, pretty much dead on 15 in-game minutes. You can figure out what it is. 1.7 speed. So that's 8 minutes real time. Something like that. To go to hit Castle Age, and let's see when we hit Castle Age. I think this might actually be my quickest Castle Age I did today. And then you see immediately what happens with those fuckers. And actually that's it's a good, semi-good show what to do when you get raided. Oh yeah, there. I realised this guy's stuck behind here. So usually what I would do now is just consolidate a bit gold but I fucking run out of wood here because I built this barracks, and that barrack actually saves me, kind of, because it's a required building for... Oh, yeah, here we go. So what you want to do is you don't want to hit the town belt. You just put the guys who are in danger in there, and they will shoot, and then you can send them back to work. That way you don't have your whole economy going out. Now, I do something kind of silly here. They start shooting this house. I should just leave them to do that. And what I do here, yep, to make skirmishes. I should just leave it at that, but I start panicking a bit. Even though it's completely silly. They're attacking the house. It's fine. And I decide to build a tower in a moment. Which shouldn't have done. No, search for it. Because then they start attacking these guys, and I'd lose some... Oh, when was that? Did you see when that was? Well, you can go back in the video. Anyway, so there's a little bit of combat here. I try to get this tower down, and with 5 villagers, and it just doesn't happen. At this point, I should just attack, which I do with one of them, and there's a third one here, and this is kind of a bit of a mess, but I do fight them off. And basically, at this point, a moderate won't be rushing you, which means you have enough time to take villagers over to outskirts of their base and pop 2 stables down, because the Berbers have... I'll explain in a moment why the Berbers are good for this, or maybe I'll... Yeah, look, they all die. Oh, you can hear me in the background there. I don't know what I said there. Yeah, so you would take... here come my skirmishers. You would build 2 stables outside of their base, make knights, because Berber knights are cheaper or quicker? Cheaper, I think. And then you just raid them with knights, and then you build a castle outside, and then try to get up to Imp as quick as possible. What you can also do is just put down a siege like this. Well, I don't do it close enough because I'm a bit scared. Siege thing, and get some... With moderate, you can just do siege thing, get some rams out, and then you're basically sorted. But yeah, I thought I'd just make that little video. Hang on. This is the end. This is when it all goes wrong. I did alright. I think the castle placement wasn't great. He had his castle down quicker than me. Basically, that's what did it. And I had loads of knights and stuff here, and it just wasn't... I could rewatch it and see what I did wrong, but... Well, maybe I should do that. But anyway, in a moment, I give up. Because I could keep going and keep making army, because his economy's not great, and I'm better, but I kind of just ran out of patience here, because I'm going to lose this as well. And I could have just made sure I had a better economy, came back, but instead, this happens.